Hello everybody and welcome back to the hobby room and Scandinavia. I'm ready for the test here. For all of you, I don't know how many are still interested in the DF02 Tamiya 4-wheel drive off-road buggy, discontinued now and replaced by the TT02B. I do have a lot of videos recently where I talk about upgrades and parts and the DF02 in general, so check those out. For now I will just see if this little rebuild that I did for returning one of my old silly projects here for nostalgic reasons actually works. We got a 67 tooth high-speed spur gear here, and we got a 22 tooth pinion here, so it's as high geared as it possibly can from the Tamiya standard perspective. So I hope this tiny little LRP system here will hold up. It's a one time at a year runner here, so it will just have to hold up in 5-10 minutes for a little run on a parking spot or anything else. But let's just see if everything works and is spinning. Got her hooked up to a little 7.4 volt nickel metal hydride test battery, and I'm running the Sanwa MXV Airtronics, I think it's called in the US, but in Japan and in Europe it's Sanwa. So let's see. Definitely is live in the servo, just a standard servo LRP. Everything is LRP electronic wise here. So the Sanwa MXV hooks up nicely to the LRP C3RX receiver. So yeah, let's try some throttle. Definitely got some spark, considering that this is just a brushed standard LRP motor. I think I will definitely have to hold this. Backwards. Yeah, definitely got some power, a bit more power than I actually expected. So I wonder if this ERC, oh, there's some glitch here with the connection. Wonder if the motor and ESC will hold up to this gear ratio. Yeah, I think it's definitely a lot faster than the stock version, but it should be with this gear ratio, and I think the LRP motor here is a bit more, there's a bit more RPM to it than the standard silver cane 27 turn Mabuchi motor that these originally came with. Yeah, let's go test it and see if the ESC or motor explodes, or if it's at all got some acceleration. It's definitely a bit slow to get up in speed. I can already tell by just testing it here, but it will be a nice parking slot, parking, what's it called, parking runway, what's it called in English, parking place runner here. And hello again, just checking for cars. Just as with the last video, almost half a year have passed since the footage indoors. And just as the last DF02, I managed to test it inside in the fall and winter, but never managed to get the motivation to turn on the camera. Poor turn radius here. So yeah, everything is really poor. The acceleration is, I don't know if you can get a sense of it, but it just feels incredible old and heavy with this setup. Got one of the highest DF02 settings with the high-speed spur gear, and then the small LRP motor, which is probably struggling right now and running a bit hot. But yeah, not much happening here, which actually is a good thing, because then I won't get inspired to do any serious running or jumping with this one, which will definitely crack the chassis with all this heavy alloy. Oh, I think it's good. Maybe it will see the sunlight one time a year, visiting an old friend occasionally, but I think this will stay in the collection for pretty much pure nostalgic reasons. Again, a LiPo battery could speed it up, make the acceleration and punch, but as you can see, it's really struggling to get up in speed. It's still quicker than a stock setup. I think that has to do with the gearing, and then the motor and alloy is actually maybe speeding it down a little again. So yeah, if this setup was to work, I would definitely have to run it with a 2S or 3S and a brushless motor to get some decent top speed and acceleration and run time. Let's just take it to the grass where it will struggle, I think. Yeah, not struggling as much as I expected it to. At least it can get up in a speed, and then I lost connection. Maybe it's a battery connection. Yeah, hopefully it will run for a few minutes so I can finish off this video. Yeah, battery, motor, everything is struggling. Not much fun here on the grass, but as I said, that's a good thing. So there's a speed run on my main RC channel with both the stock DF02 and this one. I think I better end it before I ruin the motor completely. So wrong motor coupled with the wrong gearing and the wrong heavy parts. Everything good for me, because I got the other DF02 up here, and then I got the other DF02 project that I have been talking about but never managed to get started on. But hopefully soon. Building some kits right now. Oh man, this is a slow heavy buggy, but a pretty one, I think. Yeah, go check the speed run out, and you will probably not see much of this on any channel, because that will just be run occasionally. But I got the other DF02, and on top of that I actually got a 4th DF02 in a box, not built, brand new. So I'm looking forward getting started on that. Whether it will be in this century or the next century or in my dreams, I don't know. Got a lot of projects, but that's how it is with this hobby. No worries. I will see you in another video. Looking forward getting the last DF02s up and running, and those two will definitely be built for running, but not heavy bashing. Remember, the chassis will definitely crack if you start jumping it or running it too hard. So these are museum pieces of Tamiya history, as it should be. Take care, my friends. I will do some more running, I think, with this one off camera, and have a bit of joy and sunshine here. Happy hobby days, everybody, and keep them running.